Hi everyone, Letty here. Today I'm going to share with you a craft with me video where we make 6 cards using one layout. We're going to be focusing on using twine and stamps for this set. Welcome back everyone. Today I wanted to share with you the process video for when I made these specific cards for my hashtag Smash Our Stash 2022 collab. We're using twine this month. You see here I have different layers of mats. I have stamped images and I have that twine. So here are the 2 stamps I'm using, which is this Hero Arts floral stamp, and then I'm also using the scrapbook.com sentiment stamp. I'm using that sending hugs sentiment for these cards. I'm also using my Pigma Micron 8 pen just to do some of the doodle lines around the mats. I am also going to be using some twine, which I've already cut off. It's around 9 inches, I guess, 8 or 9 inches. And then here is the final card that we will be making. The collection I'm using today is the Buenos collection by Obed Marshall. I picked up this at Joann's. Here are the components so I can make this card. I have an A2 card base. I have an A2 card mat, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And that's just cardstock or the scrapbook paper. And then I have a smaller mat, which is 3 inches by 4 inches. And again, this is another piece of that pattern paper from the collection. And then I also have a stamped, colored, and fussy cut flower. I have a tag that has a sentiment, and then I have my twine, which I'll use to make a bow. Now, here's a little comparison so you can see what the card would look like without doodles and then with doodles. I find that if I have some dark black patterns somewhere on the card, the doodles work. If there's no real dark black, they don't necessarily work as great. I'm going to go ahead and just add some doodle lines all the way around the edges of my 2 scrapbook paper mats here. So I have my large mat and then my smaller mat. And there is no rhyme or reason, and your lines do not have to be perfect. That is the whole point of having a doodle line, is you just kind of doodle it on. And again, this was Pigma Micron 8. I like the 8 size. It's a little bit wider. So here are what my 2 mats are going to look like. So next I'm going to go ahead and add adhesive to the back of my large mat so I can go ahead and glue it down to my card base. And then I'm going to add the smaller mat right in the center. So just like that, so it's kind of framed out. And then I'm going to add my twine to my tag. So I'm putting the 2 ends together, pushing it through the back of the tag. You leave the loop in the back, and then you go ahead and loop the ends back through the back end loop. So super easy. I'm going to tie a bow, which is optional. You do not have to do this. I just prefer the look of the bow on my tags when they are on cards. So I'm going to tie a little bow, and then I'm going to just go ahead and even out the ends of my bow by cutting off the excess. So just like that. So we have our tag ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and glue the tag down to the card base itself. So just like this. Then I have my stamped image. I'm just going to add that right on top and kind of anchor it right in the center. And that is our card. This is such a super easy design. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish making the remaining 4 cards that I had. So the total will be 6 total cards, 4 more, which I'll do just really quickly. And you can see here that some of the paper is slightly different as far as those wavy lines. That is just because the pattern paper itself, when I cut it down to make these large mats, I got 6 mats per the 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Where those wavy lines were at were slightly different on that paper. So they look just a little bit different, but overall it was super, super similar. This is such a super easy kind of layout, and these are going to make great donation cards, which is what I'm working on right now. And again, the whole point of this was I want to try to use up my twine for the hashtag Smash Our Stash 2022 collab, which came out this month. Our focus was to use twine or ribbon or fibers, and my goal was to use up twine to make some donation cards. And that's what this little short series of videos that I'm putting out this week are going to be. Some of my kind of craft with me time while I make these cards for that specific collab. That collab video has already aired. I will link it down below so you can check it out. And I'll link any of the other videos that I have that I am kind of airing this week that also use up twine. So super easy, super fun. So I have my 6 cards using the one layout. Here are the cards using the Buenos collection by Obed Marshall, which again, I purchased at Joann's. I believe it was last year. So you've got 2 kind of sort of designs. Again, this was hashtag Smash Our Stash 2022. This was just a process video. Thanks for visiting, everyone. Hope you subscribe, like this video, follow me on Instagram. Here are a couple videos I think you might enjoy, and happy crafting.